The new iPad comes with dictation. This is a cool feature also found on the iPhone that allows you to press a button and then everything you say, comma, will show up on screen, period. So all you have to do is talk and you can create documents, emails, really anything. And you can do this anywhere that you have a text entry box. We've seen this before on the iPad with dedicated apps, but now that you can tap the microphone at the bottom of the screen, it's much handier. Share 5 tips to help you dictate to your iPad better. The first is to speak in short, quick bursts. If you don't use short, quick bursts, you'll end up rambling and adding more than you need. You also need to speak in short bursts because dictation will eventually time out. If you're going to use the iPad, I really recommend using a headset. Without a headset, you have to hold the iPad up to your mouth to get accurate dictation. Same goes for the iPhone 4S. Bluetooth or wired, using a headset will equal better dictation. Period. Another trick is to know your punctuation. Period. So, anytime you want to add punctuation, you can say exclamation point. Or, if you prefer, question mark. But it doesn't stop there. You can also say something like, quote, "This is really cool," end quote, new paragraph, how's it going, exclamation point. So anything that you want to see on the screen in terms of punctuation is right there. One thing that you'll need to be aware of is common issues with dictation. So a lot of times you might say something like, "I see what you're doing there." And in this case, it got there correct, but it won't always know which there you mean, like they are or there, as in right over there. If dictation isn't quite sure what you said, you'll see a blue line underneath a word, and if you tap that word, you can see other options as to what dictation thinks you might be saying, and you could tap that and change it. Handy way to figure out what's going on. My final tip is to proofread or edit your document as you go. Speak in those quick short bursts, and as long as you're not trying to get a bunch of thoughts down on paper, if you're actually writing the document, not just brainstorming, what you should do is proof that paragraph you just dictated right then and there. The reason I suggest doing this, occasionally dictation will be way off and you'll have a sentence that makes absolutely no sense. It's much easier to fix this in the moment than it is at the end of a 600 or 800 word document. Head over to GottaBeMobile.com, check out more tips for using your new iPad.